Hi, welcome to Corner Wines. I'm Jim McDevitt. This is my lovely wife, Lynda. We've been here at Corner Wines for over 7 years. Hard to believe, hard to believe. You know, we have over 450 boutique wines from around the world. And what we'd like to do today is take you on a worldwide tour of the wines. Tell you what, let's start in the old world. Bonjour, monsieur et madame. Welcome to France. All right, I won't do it anymore. Okay, so here we have our French wines. We have Bordeaux's, we have Burgundies, we have Rhone Valley wines, we have wines from the Loire Valley, even wines from Gascon. And let me just tell you real quickly, the Bordeaux's are usually the big reds, like a Cabernet, a Merlot, or a Cabernet Franc. The Burgundies, the red Burgundies are always Pinot Noirs, and in most cases, the white Burgundies are Chardonnay grapes. Just a little tip, these are old world wines. Well, now let's go to, oh wait a minute, I forgot this. We happen to be taking a trip to Bordeaux, Champagne, and Paris in October. So maybe some of you want to join us on that trip. But now, let's go on to Spain. Hola! We are here in España. Now we have wines from our Spanish collection are made up of wines from Rioja, Ribera de Duero, from Jumilla, Mondstadt. These again are all regions, just like we mentioned regions in France. And the grapes though that come from these are some of the more famous Spanish grapes. We have Tempranillos, we have Garnachas, we have Monastral, your Movedra, and Albarreño. These are all great grapes that are going to really enhance your meals when you cook them. Tell you what, let's go from here to romantic Italy.
Thank you, Jim. Let me put my glass of wine down so I can tell you about our collection of wines from all over Italy. We have a Nebbiolo from the Piedmont region. And last year we took a group to Tuscany, and that enabled us to pick a great selection of Tuscan wines, including the wine Corte alla Flora and the Ranieri wineries. We visited both of those and they were wonderful hosts to us. That finishes up our history of the old world wines. Now, over to Jim. Where are you, Jim? What country?
Well, we've just gone across the Atlantic and the Indian Oceans and ended up in New Zealand. No, I'm not going to do an accent. I can't pull it off. But New Zealand is really known for their Sauvignon Blancs. And their Sauvignon Blancs are a little bit more citrusy with almost like a grapefruit feel to them. So if you like grapefruit and heavy citrus, you're going to love New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs. Moving along, we have wines from South Africa, including a Pinotage, and now our newest section are rosés. We have a line of rosés from Italy, France, and California. And what's the difference between a rosé and a white Zinfandel or a blush? Because we don't carry those other two. These are dry, and that's what you want in the summer. You want dry rosés. Delightful. You still chill them, but you're going to really enjoy them this summer. We've now ventured over to what we affectionately call our West Coast Wall of Wines. Now, a lot of people, when we come over here, ask me, what's Pat's Corner? Are you Pat? And I go, no. This corner is named after a big influence and a good friend, Pat Duane, from my early days in California. He really taught me a lot about different wines. And then when Lynda and I decided to open up our store, he became a huge supporter. And regretfully, 2 months before we opened up Corner Wines, he died. So we dedicate this corner and always toast to him on our anniversary. And that's why we call this Pat's Corner. Now, in Pat's Corner, along with all the other wines that we have wines from Washington State, Oregon, California. And let me just show you a few examples of them. We have sort of a split up between the Pinots that I mentioned before. We have some beautiful Sauvignon Blancs and white blends from both Oregon and California. Again, these are now coming into not fashion, but because of the weather, the summer, here's something that people are always going to gravitate to, the whites. Now, right here we have what we call our Cabernets, and they're the kings here. We sell more Cabernets than any other wine in the store. And these are not only Cabernet Sauvignons, but there's blends, but the predominant grape is Cabernet Sauvignon. So we have all of these, and what we try to do is hopefully you'll find wines you've never seen before. That is where we really pick from. Over here we have our collector's corner. These are wines that Lynda and I have handpicked that not only can you drink right now, but you can lay them down 2, 5, 10 years and enjoy them when they really hit their peaks. So these are some of our lovely, as I call them, big boys. And here we have our champagnes and sparkling wines. We all know what the difference between a sparkling wine and a champagne are, right? Well, champagne can only be grown in the Champagne region of France. All these others are, beautiful wines. They just can't be called champagnes. So we have sparkling wines from inside France, but not Champagne. We have from California. We have some Proseccos from Italy, Cavas from Spain, a little bit of sparkling Shiraz from Australia. So this is one of those corners that we call celebration. No tour of the New World wines would be complete without talking about California Chardonnays. All of these rack is Chardonnays from California. We have oaked Chardonnays and unoaked Chardonnays. If you like them creamy, we have them. If you like them with just the peach apple flavors of a Chardonnay, we have those too.
Well, our last stop on our tour today is to Chile and Argentina. We have beautiful wines, Malbecs, Carmenères, and also some wonderful Cabernets from Chile and Argentina. In fact, I've got to do a shout out to the Desero Winery, where Stephanie Morton Small and Marcos Fernandez, the winemaker, have hosted us on numerous occasions with a delightful picnic lunch on the patio at the winery. Before you go, I want to show you some wonderful accessories we have. Here you can see a small amount of our wine accessories, and they mostly focus around wine. But sometimes when I go to market, I find things that we just need to have, and they have nothing to do with wine. Jim often reminds me it's a wine store, such as this lovely vase or candle holder. But then back to the important things. We do custom wine baskets. We've got openers, aerators, cheese boards, and Riedel wine glasses. We also carry a collection of Kent Rathbun sauces and rubs. Let's go back and check the tasting room. This is our tasting room, but as you can see, it's empty right now. We do have tastings, classes, private parties, and we've even had a wedding here.
Thanks for joining us on our little tour around Corner Wines.
And this month, our special is going to be 20% discount on a case of wine if you mention Pat's Corner.
20%? Are you kidding me?
They have to mention Pat's Corner.
Okay, fine. Well, I guess we'll see you next month on our next Bottle Talk.